Hi, ladies. Oops. Alrighty. I hit go live before I had it up here. Sorry about that. Alright. Let's see. I need to get us right here. Hi, Shelly. You are not late today. You're the first one. Yeah. Awesome. I think we're pointed the wrong way. Let me see. Let me get this. Hi, Debbie. Whoops. I'm flipping us. I'm trying to get this set up. It's being aggravating. There we go. Are y'all doing good today? I hope so. Alrighty. I hope I am totally ready today. Tonight. Whatever. This evening. Let me find myself on Facebook here. Find myself on my laptop. There I am. Alright. Okay. Debbie and Shelly and somebody else. I'm not sure who. Who else we have here? Who else we got? Oh, Jenny Ruby. Hey. Hey, Shelly Lee. I am so glad y'all are joining me. I'm ready. Tell you what, today was my first day back to work after my vacation. I'll tell you what, I did not want to go. I did not want to get up when that alarm went off at 3:30 this morning because I had to be there at 5. It's my only day during the week I have to be there that early. So the produce and meat managers could clean, but whew, man, after not having to get up for a whole week, it was a little on the rough side. But I made it fine, and I got it through my day, got all of my work done, and my schedules made, and everything. So, I was well pleased with myself. Okay, our first card today, we're going to be using Dragon Dreams. We're going to use the Dragonfly, and Shelly, I know you love dragonflies. The wings here, the body. I'm going to use the bumblebee, both parts of the bumblebee. We're going to use To a Wonderful Friend, Enjoy Your Day. We're also going to use the detailed Dragonfly Thinlits dies. I already pulled those. We are using a piece of Whisper White Thick cut at 11.5 by 5.5, 11.5. What am I saying? 8.5 by 5.5, and I've already scored it at 4.25. Yeah, y'all can't even talk today. Hey, Lynn, I'm glad you joined us. Okay, go ahead and I'm going to score it. I'm getting started so we can have time to do all of our cards. I've got a little bit of this one done, a little bit of the stamping and Big Shot work done because I didn't want y'all to have to wait on me to cut all of the the bumblebees out because you have to do them one by one. So, okay, there's our card base. We have a scrap piece we're going to stamp on. Here's our bumblebee die. And I know I've got 3 other dies. What did I do with them? I have lost them. Nothing new. We have a 4 by 2 3/4 piece of Whisper White that we are going to stamp our sentiment on. We have 2 pieces of, what is this? Oh, Petal Promenade DSP. I have some Highland Heather. And you know, I don't even have the measurements down for these. How hard is that? Let me measure these right quick. This one is, that's not going to tell me an accurate measure. I don't even know why I have that ruler. It doesn't tell me right. This one is 5 and, see, that's wrong. This is 5 and 5/8 by 4 1/8 is our Highland Heather, And our DSP is, let's see, 5.5 by 4. Okay. So I just want to forget to write it down. Here's our die. Our other die. I knew I had my dragonfly die out somewhere. We are going to use our Stamparatus to do our stamping, because it's a 2-step stamping for our bumblebees and for our dragonfly. Here's 3 of the bumblebees. I need 4, so I'm going to do 1 more. And here is the 3 that I did, and I cut them out. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp this last one I need. And then I am going to and have a scrap piece for that. Let's see. I'm going to try and get everything out of the way. I have my stamps already mounted on my Stamparatus for the bumblebee, and then we're going to mount them for the dragonfly. Okay. I'm going to get cases to put under here. This gives it some leverage. That way it's not got this sway under it. And it gives it leverage whenever you stamp. Because see, if you don't, it does this swaying thing here. Let me scoot it over this way a little bit. See, it'll sway down. And I want it to stamp nicely and not have any sway to it. So we are going to use... there it is. We're going to use Tuxedo Black. Let me find my scrap. I may be ready, but I seem to feel like I'm disorganized. Yep, that's a good spot for it. Use my magnets. Okay. I'll go ahead. I'm going to stamp this piece in the Tuxedo Black. Give it some good rubbing, and I'm sorry I'm just shaking y'all. Hi, Lynn Mott. Glad you joined us. So glad. Oops, see? This is the beauty of this Stamparatus. Is whenever it does not get real good and stamp, ink it back up. Put it back down, because it's going to go right back down to where you were stamping at. I love this thing. Love it, love it, love it. And it's awesome for 2 and 3 stamping. And for a minute, I thought it was thundering. Hi, Weenie. Well, I was quiet for a moment. I hear this noise, and I'm thinking, what is that? It's Johnny bringing the garbage can up from the end of the driveway. Monday's our garbage pickup day. I didn't know what it was. Okay, crushed curry for the yellow part of our bumblebee. Just give it some good rubbing. And there we have it. Now, I really do not like to use baby wipes on my stamps, because it's too easy to end up with lint on them. But I do not have the... Ooh, excuse me. I do not have the Stampin' Up! Chamois yet, so I am just using baby wipes just so I can get it off of the Stamparatus here. And then I'm putting it over here on my Stampin' Scrub. And then I'm going to get the crushed curry off of there right there. Like that. Alrighty. We're not going to use the Big Shot just yet, because I want to go ahead and we're going to stamp the dragonfly. And I want to get it stamped, and then we will do our cutting at the same time. So I'm going to sit our dragonfly right there. I'm going to pick it up. Now, I'm not sure exactly where this is going yet and how it's going to sit, so I'm going to do my first color. Let me see if I can get that like that. There we go. And we are using Gorgeous Grape Highland Heather. I know I'm using, oh, right there. And Highland Heather. And Early Espresso on our Dragonfly. So, our first layer is going to be this one. So, we're going to do that one in the Gorgeous Grape. I'm thinking is the order I went in when I did this before. So, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to ink it up. I'm going to bring it over, lay it down, and let's some nice love and rub here. Pull it up. Oh, does that not look gorgeous? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to close that ink pad up. Then we're going to take our wings here, and I'm going to line them up. And I am so sorry if my noggin is right in your way, which it probably is. I just want to see this so I can get it lined up good. And I hope it is. Okay. Now then, this is going to be our Highland Heather layer. Love these purple colors. I just love them. And we're going to go ahead and do those wings in this Highland Heather. And this may be backwards from what I did it. I don't remember. Look at there. I just smeared it all over the place. Let me get that off. I just don't want it to get all over everything. Make a big old mess, didn't I? Okay. And I'm telling you what, you know, I have always had a box over here that I put my scraps in for my recycle. It was my recycle box. Our recycle place shut down. They called. Well, they went up to see me at the store. The guy did that owns it, and because we've known him for years and years and years. And, I mean, we've known him since he first started the business. And it was last week when I was on vacation, so they called and told me that he wanted Johnny to call him. And he told him he was shutting down, that he's got real bad health now. Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. So, no more recycling. And it just, Johnny took everything that he had on over there. And it's just really sad because now here we are with no recycling company here in Coleman. And see, that's why I don't like to use baby wipes on it. It's got lint on it. Anyway, now then, we are going to line up the body. And this one is a little harder for me to see to line up. I do not know why. I mean, it shouldn't be that bad, but I have a hard time with it. So, part of this body is probably going to be, probably going to be Early Espresso, and part of it's going to be purple. You know? So, anyway. So, there we go, because, you know, we have a lot of recycling stuff. I have a lot of recycling stuff in my hair, in my crafty room. Scraps and stuff, you know, just little bits of things. Anyway, there's our body. Hey, I didn't do too bad with that one. Do too bad at all. Let me wipe that down. Ooh. Okay. Now I'm going to get these moved over here out of my way. I'm going to use our Stamparatus with another card, and I better close this up, or I'm going to end up with it all over my shirt. Hi, Kathy. Which stamp is this one? This one is the Dragonfly Dreams. Using this Dragonfly, I've already done bumblebees. Using the body and the wings. I'm going to use these 2 sentiments to a wonderful friend, and enjoy your special day. And I've stamped them on my Stamparatus. So I'm going to show you what I bought. When I got my stamp pad holder for our new Stampin' Up! Stamp pads, I ordered this piece of magnet from Stampin' Storage 2, and it's made and cut perfectly for our Stamparatus, and it gives you a little extra leverage for when you use the photopolymer stamps, and especially when you use them up here in this closer to this corner. Hi Jessie, glad you made it. So I was really pleased to get that. They've got them on sale also. So if you hop over there and y'all take a look for my link that I've got on our page here, and look at the stamp pad holder, you can look for these magnet sheets also. And I really enjoy it. I really like how it gives that little extra support for the photopolymer. You don't use it with the red rubbers, just the photopolymer. Just like you do, you know, with the regular mat. I'm going to set this over here out of the way for just a moment. And I'm going to stick my magnets here and here so they won't be close to each other. They like each other too well. And move all of this out of the way. And we're going to get our Big Shot over here and cut out our dragonfly. And we are going to cut out our other bumblebee. And let's line this up pretty good. I always seem to be a little off with this, but that looks fairly good. Now, there's my bumblebee. Now then, there's my die. That's funny, I just throw them down somewhere and I can't find them. Looky there, that die wants to jump around instead of go where I want it to. You did, Debbie? Awesome. Yeah, I love it too. It is awesome. I love that just a little extra leverage for the photopolymer stamps. Okay, we're going to go right there. Let's get our top plate on. Looky here, I've got new stamp plates. My others were so worn out. So I went ahead and did some new plates here. Okay, take this off. Right here, I'm going to move our Big Shot back over here to its spot. And here is our dragonfly. Whoopsie. Oh, it's gorgeous. I love it. Yes, I love it. Okay, we are going to use our brush and mat to get our bumblebee off of here. And get all the little pieces out. Okay, look at there. All the pieces didn't come out. Whoopsie. About wore this mat out for this one. Let me find my piercing tool and get the rest of this out of here, because we've still got spots that needs to pop right on out. Okay. Okay, this is why I wanted to go ahead and have the other three ready, and because sometimes it's hard to get this little booger out of here. And look at it, it is being aggravating. Let's see if I can convince it that it really is supposed to come out. But I want to do it without tearing or poking holes into the wings or anything. Here it comes. Because when I was doing the other three, I tore one of them, just slapped up. I had to do another one, you know. All right, there we go. So now that makes 4 bumblebees. I'm going to throw this over here out of the way. Oh, yes, Debbie. I got mine discounted, too. Thank you, Shelley. I'm glad you like it. But, yeah, Debbie, I got mine discounted, too. You can't beat a discount. That's just like with Stampin' Up. Let me get all that dust off of there. It's just like with Stampin' Up. You can't beat the discount you get whenever you become a demonstrator. I mean, 20%, and then when you make Bronze Elite, you get 25% off. Can't beat that with a stick. I'm telling you. I am telling you. Okay, we're going to go ahead and we're going to do stamp our sentiments now. I'm going to stamp the one for the inside because that's the one I've got in my hand. Whoopsie. Oh my gosh, look what I did. Oh no. It's a good thing it's got another side because I'm going to flip it over. But you know what? No, it won't either because see, I got it down there. I'll say that would be covered, but it's not because I got it down to, it's down close to the edge. Okay, we're going to go ahead and stamp our sentiment on the inside. This is enjoy your special day. Get this over here so I can center this up. Okay, let's hope I'm centering this up. I can't see it. And of course, it's crooked. So let's do a flip over and try that one again. Well, that's not a whole lot better, is it? Nope, not a whole lot better. Well, I don't know. Let's take a look. Yep, that's better. It is better. It's better than I thought it was better. So, all right, we're going to go ahead and we're going to put our piece on the inside. We're going to use our liquid glue. Love this stuff. I mean, I still use the snail, but not as much as I do the liquid glue because I like the... What is on it? I've got something on it now. Great Days Alive. Had to come off that ink pad. Well, my stars, Sharon, what have you done now? I've got something on there. Disappointed in myself. Oopsie. Looky there. It's definitely not straight. That's as crooked can be. I'm going to give that another try. Okay. Let's see. I think that's going to be a bit straighter. Good deal. I have no idea what that is. Okay. I can cover it up, I think. So we're just going to go like this and put this sentiment piece down on the inside. Just like that. It's not on my hands. We're going to take one of these bumblebees. There it is. I knew there was supposed to be 4. And we're just going to put a little bit of glue right here. It's the only place. That's the biggest place there is. So that's the only place I'm going to put some glue. But what I'm going to do... Whew, wait. Did you see that? I'm going to cover up these mirror places I got here. So you can always... Hi, Barb. Glad you joined us. You can always... Well, not always, but most of the time you can cover up your boo-boos. But, y'all see the biggest boo-boo I made? I put this down and did not put my designer series paper down. So I'm going to peel this up and go, oh my gosh, it's stuck like mad. Oh my gosh, it sure is. Oh no. Okay. We're going to go with this anyway. Now y'all know what not to do. Don't pull it back up. Yeah, don't pull it back up. Leave it down. Just leave it down. Okay. Now, you can't tell it. The only thing you're going to be able to tell, probably, maybe not, if I'm careful with the glue, maybe nobody will be able to tell that I peeled it up. Here, let's get some glue under those little spots. And we dot it up here. Okay. See? Always make sure you've got all your layers on before you put that last one on. That way you don't have to do things like that. Oh my goodness gracious. That doesn't look really great, but I'm going with it anyway, because I'll show y'all the one that I did that does look a lot better. Looks a lot better. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put these on. And I'm going to put this other layer on this time. Yes, I am. See if I got this layer good. That doesn't look too bad. I don't know what that is. So we're going to put this. I just love this paper. Look at these flowers. Aren't those gorgeous? Looks real, doesn't it? It looks like a photograph of flowers. But I really like this side for this card. I really do. Okay. Now then, I'm going to close this up. And I'm going to stamp on here. And we are going to stamp this other sentiment to a wonderful friend. It's going to be stamped on here in the tuxedo black. And we're going to pray it lines up right, because I can't redo it after I've got it all down. Well, I can have to redo the whole card. Okay. All right. That did pretty good. I'm going to close this up now. All right, now then, we're going to put our bees down. And we are going to put a dragonfly down. We're going to get dimensionals for that. So, we are going to use some of these mini dimensionals for the bumblebees. Their antennas are wanting to bend up in funky ways. These mini dimensionals fit on the back of these bumblebees just perfect. I love them. I love them. And I love giving the dimensions to the bumblebees. Now then, our dragonfly's missing. There he is. She is. You know, I don't know is it he or she or what. I don't know if dragonflies have a gender. I'm going to put a couple of regulars on there, and then we're going to put some mini ones out to the edges here. And then I'm going to put one right there. Not putting any down this part. So we're going to go ahead and pull all of this backings off of all of them. And then we will start positioning our bumblebees and our dragonfly. Okay. I'm going to put one bumblebee this way. I'm going to put this bumblebee, I'm going to make this one face up kind of like this. This bumblebee is going to go more like this. Our dragonfly is going to go right here. Ta-da! And there we have it. Alrighty. There is, oopsie. We have got to stamp our envelope. Now, I am going to freehand stamp this envelope instead of using the Stamparatus, because I'm not going to play with trying to get it positioned right for that. So I'm just going to freehand stamp it and go ahead and use this block here. We're going to do our tuxedo black first. And we're just going to stamp it right here, like that. See, that's what I'm saying. With the Stamparatus, I could have stamped that back down again and got a little bit better of a stamp with it. And I'll tell you what, I did wash my blocks, but it sure doesn't look like it, does it? It looked terrible. Still. Okay, our crushed curry. And we're going to line this baby up. Sorry if my noggin's in the way. Let's hope I can get this lined up really good. Ta-da! It's not lined up really good, but it's not horrid. It's not any worse than the inside of my card looks. But anyway, here we are. Let's close this crushed curry up. We're going to have it all over the card, just like I got it on my hand just now. Yeah. I need to wear this stuff. Okay. So here's this one. Here's the one I had already made. Different color background, but from the same paper family. Anyway, here's our dragonflies and bumblebees. I love it. See, this one I did better. Anyway, there's the first card, ladies. So now then, let's go on to the next one. For this next card, we are going to be using Thankful Thoughts. We're going to use Thank You So Much. And then we're going to use not only for your thoughtful gift, but also for the wonderful gift of knowing you, which I think is such a nice sentiment. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you, Barb. We're also going to use a layering squares framelits die. We're going to use the third from the largest scalloped square. Let's see. We're going to use some Whisper White Baker's Twine. We have our envelope. We have a piece of scrap Whisper White we're going to stamp on. We have our 4 by 2 3/4 sentiment piece. We have, I'll tell you what, I'm hooked on this Highland Heather, I reckon. Oh, I know, Debbie. Shelley Lee loves dragonflies. Thank you, Jeannie Ruby. This Highland Heather, well, I didn't write it down either, but I am sure that it is, just a second, I'll tell you. It is, well, smaller than I thought it was. It is 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. Okay, 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. I think that's because I wanted more of the designer series paper showing up on the back, you know, from the card. And this is from Tranquil Textures, and it is 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. And then we have our Whisper White thick cardstock that is 8 1/2 by 5 1/2. I've scored it at 4 1/4, and it looks like I have eraser dust on it. I think because I saw so much eraser dust today at work. When I make out my cashier schedules, I erase so many times. Just get eraser stuff everywhere. I mean, everywhere. Okay. Alrighty. Oh, man. I thought I was completely ready, but I'm not. Because I forgot my embossing folder. We are using the Polka Dot Basics embossing folder, but it's right here. So, this is the embossing folder we're going to use. We're just going to emboss our Highland Heather that goes onto the front of our card. And, excuse me, I am so sorry. I drank some Diet Caffeine free Dr. Pepper, and I feel like I'm just belching it now. I'm so sorry. I'm going to go ahead and stamp my thank you so much, and then I can go ahead, when we get the Big Shot out, we can do all of the Big Shot work at the same time. I should probably use my Stamparatus for this. Although whenever I stamped this, when I was making my practice card, I stamped it pretty good. So we're going to see. I've got something on that side, so we're going to flip her over. We're going to press it down here. We're going to rub it lots and lots and lots and get it stick into this cardstock. This ink soak in good, so it'll give us a good impression. I sure hope it's not blurry. All right. It turned out really nice. I'm pleased with that. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and stamp our sentiment on the inside. And our card is going this direction, so I've got to make sure that I stamp my sentiment in that same direction. Alrighty, I know I've got it mounted on my stamp block. Oh, that's right over there. I don't know how I got over there. That's not where it belongs. But anywho's, I found it. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to ink it up in the tuxedo black also. And, I'm going to try and get this in the center and get it centered. And I hope I've probably got my head in your way again. I'm so sorry. Oh, that's stamped very nice. I'm very pleased with that. Very pleased with that. So that takes care of our stamping. I'm going to move this over here out of the way. I'm going to move all of this right here. I'm going to go ahead and get the Big Shot over here. And we're going to do our Big Shot work right quick. We're going to do it all of this together. Let me see. We're going to do this first, and then, because I have to change our plate. And I've got the magnetic plate already on here, so I'm going to leave it on here. And we're going to cut this out first with this scallop square. Okay. Now then, we're going to pull the magnetic plate over there. We're going to set this right here. We're going to get our Big Shot platforms, what you use whenever you emboss. We are going to make our sandwich. We're going to put a standard plate there. We're going to put our cardstock. Whoops, all I need is one. Here I'm trying to do them both. I just need one of them embossed. We're going to put our cardstock in here how you want it. And I'm just going to butt it right up at the top. Try and center it on each side. Now, when you put your embossing folder, I got my On Stage heads up postcard today. I did too, Jessie. I'm excited. I'm excited. Who all is going to Orlando for On Stage? I am. Okay, but you always put the folded in laying down towards your Big Shot, because if you do it this way and where the opening is, whether this side opens up or this side opens up, you can roll that through and it can catch this in such a way that it can pull your embossing folder up and tear it up, and I don't want to tear mine up, so I'm going to do it this way. Fold it in goes first. Then we're going to put our top standard plate on, and we're just going to roll it right through. Just like this. Now, I'm not sure if I'm using this on, I think I am. I'm going to go ahead and swap this back out and get my magnetic plate. Put that there. Let's put her over here where she lives. That there, and I want you to look at this. Is this not gorgeous? Can you see that? You see the raised polka dots? Backside looks pretty good too, but I love the raised side. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Okay, we're going to go ahead and start putting this card together now. Oopsie. We've got this. Let me show you what I'm going to do with this. We're going to use a sponge dauber. Sponge dauber. And we're going to get our Highland Heather ink, wherever I laid her. Here she is. Going to use our Highland Heather ink. And I am going to do some sponging. Now, I don't want it real dark. So we're going to start light. I'm going to, I'm taking some of that off right there. And I'm just going to sponge around this. I can remember when I made cards using other things. I used to sponge every layer of everything. I mean, really, I did. And I mean, it looked really nice, but my stars, sometimes I think I spent more time sponging edges and things than I did anything else. But there's some things that you just want this little extra to it and make it stand out. And that's why I'm doing that this way. And I'm going to find our sentiment piece, and we're going to do it the same way. Because if the front is inked, this inside needs to be inked too. You know what I'm saying? Don't y'all agree? This needs to match it. Yeah, it does. And look at there. I just made a mess of that one. I just made it and flopped that one out there, way out there. But that's okay. It still looks pretty good. I'll come back and fix some of that. Oops, I hear Johnny. He's been canning stewed tomatoes. Yep. Our garden is producing some awesome tomatoes. I need to post. Oh, Jesse, you would have a ball if you got to go. It would be awesome. Awesome. You like the edges inked? Yeah. I just don't like it on everything anymore like I used to. And, but anyway, I need to post a picture I took of the tomato Johnny had. I'm going to tell you. That sucker. This big around. I took a picture with my cell phone. So I'll have to post it on here and show y'all Johnny's tomato. You know? So y'all can see it. I think he cut it up today. It was there yesterday. So it's probably a good thing I got a picture of it yesterday. Excuse me. I'm going to grab me a baby wipe and see if I can get some of this filthy feeling off of my hands here. Just real quick. Okay. Dry them on my pants. Alright, we're going to get our liquid glue, and we're going to put this down, and we're going this way, so I'm going to line it this way because this is the way I want it to go, and see if I can get it straight. Oh, look at there, my hands are so dry. They like the lint from the baby wipes too. Okay, card base. Let's go ahead and put this down, and on the inside, excuse me, just like this. Oh, I know you inked everything. Shelley used to make the most breathtaking cards. She put so many different things on it. And yes, she inked every layer of everything. And they just popped. They just popped. Really awesome, Shelley. That is an awesome color. Oh, color of my cardstock. Oh, wow. I know it looks awesome. I know the picture does. Probably does not give it justice to seeing it in person. Shelley is a refurbisher. She can take anything, any old thing, and make it just beautiful. Just beautiful. I'm not that talented in that area. You know, but everybody has their own talent. Everybody has their own artistic ways. And it's not like everybody else. You don't want to be just like everybody else. Well, Shelley, I am telling the truth, you know. The truth is the truth. Period. So, that's all I'm doing is telling the truth. But anyway, everybody has their own talent, and it's not like everybody else's. It's just like I was talking to a lady at the store today. She came in, and I cannot remember exactly what we were talking about, but she said, you know, it's a good thing everybody is not alike. And I said, that's right, because we'd be awful boring. 2 drawers in the darker color and then the other smaller ones in the lighter color. Ooh, wow, wow, wow. And tell you what, me and Johnny was dating. Purple was our most favorite color. Everything had to be purple. I still love purple, but it's not my most favorite color anymore. I have to wear blue at work all the time. Blue's been my favorite color for quite a while, but I don't like it as much as I used to since I have to wear it at work every day, you know. But I still do like blue. I don't wear it much anywhere other than work. And this layer wants to be aggravating. Let's see if I can get it on straight. It's wanting to suck it down because I've got glue on the card base now. I just want to suck it down. I'm trying to get it even. Ta-da! All right. Now I got gluey fingers. Okay. Now, close that glue up. Let's see. Our twine. There's our twine. I don't know how much twine I used. I just ran some off. I've got some that's loose right there. I want that. But it wants me. It wants to stick to the glue on my finger. Just want to run some off of here. I don't have a clue how much that is. I'm just going to use whatever run off. Let me get my ribbon snips and snip that right there. And put this back around here. Put my piece of tape back on there. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, I want to spread out as far as I can spread it, which I think is not very well. Let's go up this way. I'm not sure if that's this. I can't get it up here at the top of my fingers like I'd like to because this finger is down here. You know what I'm saying? But I think that will work. So what I want to do is this on here, like this. I want to move this out of the way for the moment. I want to see about getting some glue on there, because I want it. There it goes. I don't think I got that glue exactly where I wanted it. I think I got it too far up. I just want it here to hold some of this. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to take my, see, my fingers are wanting to pull the twine because it's got some glue to my fingers. Now then, we're going to take our dimensionals and we're going to put our dimensionals on here because I want to work the dimensionals around the twine, and it's easier if I do it here than if I try to do it here, or you know, put them down and then try to do my twine. I knew it would be better to do my twine first, then my dimensionals, and then I will move my twine around once I get it on my card. At least that's my thoughts. Here's to hoping it does what I want it to do. Okay. We still got time. Yep. All right, now then, we're going to pull this back over here. And hi, Johanna. I am so glad you're here. Hey, Becky. I'm glad you're here too. Oh, wow. This is awesome. This is awesome. Can't stay. Okay, I understand. I understand. Alrighty. Now then, let me flip this over. Hope I've got it in the right direction. I do. And I'm going to center this the best I can. Then I'm going to just kind of pull out and spread out my yarn. Kind of like this. and get it spread out. Now, see what I see? Here's that end, and I don't want that end there. So I'm going to snip the end off as close as I can, right up in here, where it won't be showing on the outside of my card. But I don't want to snip another piece. Okay, now then, that's better. Okay, and then we're just going to spread this out. And now, that one's done, except for the envelope. And what we're going to do with the envelope is we're going to take our Highland Heather, and we are going to just sponge the two bottom corners of our envelope. Just lightly, not a lot, just lightly. You know, like this. And they're going to say, that's odd. And here they open up their card. And then they're going to say, oh, I see. It goes with the card. But of course it goes with the card. Ta-da! Okay. There we go. This second card is through. And I love it. I really do. I'm going to close this. Now then, here's my original. Here's the one we just did. And here's the original. And there's the inside. And look at there, I got that one crooked. This one is a lot straighter. A lot straighter. Anyway, there's our second card. Thank you. Thank you, Barb. Thank you, Shelley. I'm glad y'all like it. Hey, I'm so glad y'all like it. Okay, now then, we are going to do our last one. We're going to do some embossing on it too, but it's going to be dry embossing. We'll do just a smidgen of coloring. We're going to be using the Petal Palette stamp set. We're going to use the thank you. We're going to use the little bird. And we're going to use these roses right here. We are going to use the Petals and More Thinlits dies. Thank you, Debbie. And we are going to use, well, that just, look at there, my magnet stuck to it. And we are going to use this Petal Pair Textured Impressions Embossing Folder. It's just a strip here, and we're going to go down a little strip on the side of our cardstock. We have a piece of Whisper White that we're going to stamp our sentiment on. Here's our envelope. This is our 4 by 2 3/4 for our inside sentiment, and we're going to, let me see, where did that one come from? Petals and More. I forgot to pull that one. Here it is. It's from the heart. We're going to see, let me say thank you from the heart. So I need that one out. I totally missed that one. We have our Whisper White Thick 8.5 by 5.5 scored at 3 1/4. We're going to go ahead and get us a fold and crisp edge here to it. Okay. Yep, there we go. Now then, let's see, what else do we have? We have a scrap of Pool Party. We have some, this is Balmy Blue at 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. We have a scrap of Pear Pizzazz. We're going to use the Big Shot and use this with the Big Shot. Let's see. I have totally totally lost. I did not, maybe I forgot to get it. Let me get a scrap of Whisper White Thick. Really quick here. I need that to stamp our roses on, and then to color them. And I'm going to cut this, just a piece that I want here right quick. It doesn't have to be straight or anything. But this is what we're going to stamp our roses on. Okay, we're going to use our Stamparatus because I want a nice, good, crisp stamp on it. And I told you we was going to use our Stamparatus again, didn't I? So we're going to go ahead and do that. And we're going to get it right here. I love this thing. I just love it. Tell you, if you get you one, you're going to love it too. Hi, Carrie. I am glad you have joined us. We are on our last card here. And I've got to move things out of the way now because I've got everything in the way. Let's see. I'm using the petal palette for this card. And let me get cases under here. Alright. We're going to go ahead and we're going to figure out what I did with my stamps. I didn't come out. That's what I did with them. We're going to go ahead and stamp our rose. Whoopsie, you know what I did? I need to take these off because those do not need to be there when you're using when you're using red rubber. You do not need the mats at all. Let's scoot that this away a little bit more. Boy, I'm telling you, these magnets are as strong as they can be. That's why they tell you, don't let them touch each other, because if they do, they're going to break, because a lot of people have broken theirs. So, we are going to stamp this. We ink it up with this Tuxedo Black. And the reason why is I cannot, without the help of the Stamparatus, get a good stamp of this rose. This way, whenever it's not a good stamp, I can come back and do it again and again, every how many times I need to get a good stamp on here. And looky there. It stamped good the first time. I am so excited. So we're going to move that out of the way. Alrighty. Now then, I'm losing things. Yep, there's what I'm looking for. I'm going to go ahead, and while I've got the Stamparatus out, I'm going to just go ahead and stamp our little bluebird. It's going to be a bluebird. We're going to stamp our little birdie on here too. And I'm going to use the Tuxedo Black ink for that also. And I'm not coloring the bird because of the fact that I'm using this Balmy Blue cardstock. And I'm going to cut the bird out with the Big Shot. And there's our color of our bird. So that we don't have to use a color then. So we're going to go ahead and move this out of the way because I'm through with it now. And let's move these cases out of our way because they're just taking up space. And we're going to do our coloring first. We'll do this. I think we'll do just a little more ink, and we're going to go ahead and ink our sentiment really quick. That way, we'll ink both of our sentiments, one from the front and the one on the inside. And let this dry just a little bit more before we start our coloring. So I'm going to go ahead and ink up and stamp the thank you right here on this. And then I'm going to show you how I'm going to cut it out whenever we get the Big Shot over here. I was really pleased with myself. Uh-oh. I pulled the wrong stamp. That's not the one that I wanted. Whew, I almost messed it up, didn't I? Almost messed it up. I did. I pulled best wishes instead of thank you. So let's get our thank you here. Let's ink it up and let's stamp it right like that. Then we're going to clean it off, pull it off of here because I want to use it for this stamp also. And this one is the From the Heart. And we're going to stamp it right up here at the top. Hope I get it good and straight. Okay, let's give it another try. There we go. That's better. That is better. I need to see my pile of stamps I've got over here on my my stamping scrub. It's just piled up. Piled up, I'm telling you. Alrighty, now then, we're just going to take our colored pencils. We're going to do just a little bit of watercoloring. And that is if I can figure out what I did with my... We are using the Real Red and the Old Olive. It's the only two that we're using. 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's the Old Olive. That's for me. Old Olive's right beside it, and it's wanting to go back down into the box. There's our Old Olive. Those are the only two colors we're using. I have not got the new... we've got some new colored pencils coming out. If you're a demonstrator, you can go ahead and already get them. If not a demonstrator, you have to wait until August the 1st. And I'm excited because I was hoping they would come out. Excuse me, I need to clean my hands off again. I was hoping they would come out with some new watercolor pencils because I like them. I really like them. Okay. Now I'm just going to use my blender pen. I'm going to take the cap off. Let me get this baby white fuzzy off. How much time we got? Oh, we're already 3 minutes over. I'm going to start. I'm just going to color lightly with this Real Red, and color this rose. I'm going to come in with should have let it dry just a little more. The Tuxedo Black is wanting to bleed just a little bit with it. I'm going to try and keep it from bleeding with it. I don't want it to be a dark color anyway. So, but I just want it to blend out and to smooth out is what I'm wanting it to do. We're going to come over here and we're going to color this one now. And this doesn't take just a few minutes because of the fact that the roses are so big that it doesn't take just a few minutes to color them in, and then to do a little blending with it. See, I just want it to be smooth. That's all I want. I don't want no dark colors or anything on my roses, because to me, when you get dark colors on roses, because they're going bad. Because we have roses in the yard, and some of them were my mom's that she gave me a long time ago, and when it gets those dark edges on the roses that we have, it means that they are dying, and I just don't like dark edges on my roses because I don't want to think that they are dying. So my mama was a rose person. She loved roses. So we even have a rose bush of little roses that was Johnny's mother's. That's rose beside our carport. You have to be careful though, sometimes you run into that thing. It's beautiful. It makes, let me take that back. I think Johnny moved it from the side of the carport and he's got it down in the yard now. And that's the one that the dogs keep wanting to run under when we try to take them for a walk. I think it's because Johnny got tired of running into it because when he'd get in the car. He doesn't like to drive my car. So he has to get in on the other side then. Always just let him get poked by the rose bush. Okay. Now then. Spreading out with this. Look at there. I love that. I just love that. Okay. Clean that off. And all you do is this right here. It cleans it off. Look there, I'm shedding. And it cleans your blending pen off. Stick that over there. No, I don't even remember. What did I put on the envelope for this card? Oh, I know what I did. Okay. Now then. We're going to do some embossing. And we're going to cut out our thank you, our little bird, and our roses. And we're going to start with the cutting, and then we'll do the dry embossing. Okay. So this will do after these. I'm going to do this. We're going to do our roses. Yeah. I have to play with it to remember which way it goes. Helps if I turn it over. Makes super duper world of difference. Look at there. Goes perfectly when you turn it over. Yeah, it does. Now then, we're going to put our little birdie on here. We're going to cut our little birdie out too. Right like this. There, now then. We're going to get our standard plate to put on top. Finish off our sandwich here. Run it through. Oh, y'all love roses too. Oh, Debbie, they're wonderful, aren't they? Johnny's dad, your favorite rose when he was alive was yellow ones. My mom loved all colors. Look at our little bird. Is that not cute? I like all colors too. Look at there. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Now then, I want to show you how I'm going to cut out my thank you. And because this piece here is way too long. I don't want to center it because I don't want to have all this excess on the edges. So what I'm going to do is pull this down this way. And I am going to line it up as straight as I can. And I'm going to cut it like this. Just love the racket this thing can make. Then I'm going to come back and I am going to lay it back down, and I'm going to line this up right here just like this on each side. And I'm going to try and make sure that I've got it about even. And I'm going to lay our plate down again, and we're going to run it back through. Whew. And there we have it. Ta-da! I love it. I think I made this one a little smaller than the other one on the other card, but I don't care. I like it anyway. Doesn't matter. Now then, we are going to cut us some leaves here, and that's what we're going to use the, what is this, old olive? No, pear bazaaz. And we're going to cut out some leaves here. And I'm just going to forward and back with it. And then, let's see. Let's get our little brush and pad again for this right quick. And let's get all of this loose stuff, out of here. And have us some leaves. Oh no, it was stuck. There we go. Look at there. Now then, we want 2. So I'm going to turn it around this way on this side. We're going to get us another one here. Move that brush out of my way. I was hitting it. Okay. Now then, take that one out, and we're going to brush this one to get it off of it. You know what? I'm probably going to have to order another brush. I have about wore this one out. Look, I am slinging little thingies everywhere. This one didn't pop out as easily as that other one, just popped out all on its own. This one says you're going to have to work for this one. Okay. There we are. Now then, we need our piercing tool to get these few little places out there and there that did not want to come out with our little brush. Okay. It's one of the good things you use the piercing tool for. It's awesome for things like this. Okay, now then, that we moved over here, back over here out of the way. Now we're going to change out our plate again from our magnetic to our standard Big Shot plate. We are going to take our little embossing strip. Well, thank you, Barb. I just knew I didn't want it that long, and I thought, I want to make it smaller, but how? And so I just thought, okay, let's try that. Hey, it never hurts to try. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Then it's okay, you know? You've tried it. That's the thing, is try things, because you never know what's going to work. All right. See, I'm just going to emboss this one edge over here. I have the fold of my embossing folder facing my Big Shot, and we're going to just run it through. And there we have it. Just one side embossed. I love that. Just love it. Okay, we're going to move the Big Shot back over here into its special spot. And then we're going to put this card together. Okay, we're going to start with the inside. And we're going to use our Tombow Mono, our liquid glue, and I left the cap off. Oh, well, it's okay. It's coming out. Well, to be aggravating now. There it comes. Now then, that's going to just come out on its own, I think. Now we're going to get this centered on here, like so. I think I should have cut that maybe just a smidgen smaller, but I think it'll be okay. I think it'll be okay. Okay. Which side is the better? Okay. This side's the better. So we'll ink or glue up this side right here and center that right there. Alrighty. Uh-oh. I needed another little birdie. I'll cut one later. I'm not going to cut one right now and make y'all wait on me because I have a little birdie on the inside and I totally forgot. But I'll add that later. I'll show y'all my original and you can see it with the birdie on the inside too. And I put some little extra glue there where I embossed it to make sure that it lays good. And I'm going to seat this right here. Get it as straight as I can. Put that down like that. Now then, we are going to take these 2 sprigs of leaves and I am going to try and untangle them. I'm going to put a little bit of glue on it. On just this one right here because I'm just going to stick that one like that right there onto it, and then I'm going to lay it down here with some glue, and we're going to lay that like right there. Ta-da, like that. Now then, we're going to take some dimensionals. I threw my dimensionals somewhere. I know I did because they were right smack dab in my way. And I threw them somewhere. I'm glad y'all cannot see my desk. It is horrid. I mean, horrid. Let me put the cap on this. Well, if I knew where the cap was, there it is. I could do that way over there. Wowie. Okay. This is going to go in this direction here. And I want it down below there. And I'm going to put a glue dot there and a glue dot there for sure. Okay, I've got to decide where the glue dots are going to go. Probably just stick them all over, and whatever is up over the top of the leaves, it's just there. And we're going to take the backings off here, and our backings are wanting to stay here with us. And we're going to lay this like, I think I have it laying like this on this other one. We're going to put some dimensionals on this one. Yep, I think I made the other one a little bit longer than this, but that's okay. I like it anyway. Serves what I want it to do. And we're going to turn it right side up, which I think will be a whole lot better. And we're going to lay it right there. We're going to put some dimensionals on our little birdie. But of course, our little birdie has to pop up too. I'm going to put 2 on our bird. And where did that come from? And boy, I just slung that other card into the floor. And we're going to sit our little bird right here on one of these right there. Now then, like I said, on the other one, I have got a little bird right down here. And I will show that to you here. And I'll cut a bird and get that and put on here. So y'all can see the inside of this one. Here's the one we just made. And let me go ahead and get our envelope. I have not even done our envelope. We have to stamp our envelope. We're just going to stamp our envelope with the bird. We're going to do it in the tuxedo black. We're not going to color it or anything. We're just going to stamp our little bird in the corner of our envelope right down here. Ta-da! Like that. Okay? And there we are. 3 cards. I am only, 19 minutes over? Sorry about that. Okay. Here's the front. Here's our envelope. Here's the inside. And there is our cards, ladies. Oh, man. I was ready, but I feel like I wasn't. Have y'all ever felt like that? Yeah, I know I was ready, but boy, I don't feel like it. Feels like I was rushed or something. I don't know. But anyway, this is our cards for tonight. I love this dragonfly one with our bumblebees. I love the embossing on the envelopes on this one. I love this color also with our dragonflies. Our birdies. They're just so pretty. I love the little birdie and the roses. I just love them all. I'm really pleased with these cards. I hope y'all like them. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you, Shelley. Thank you. I am so glad y'all like them. I am really glad. It just makes me feel good. You just don't know how encouraging that is to me whenever y'all like my cards. And I've got some more cards ready because last week when I was on vacation, I told y'all I would probably work on some. And I've got a few more ready that we probably will make next Monday. And so I hope y'all will join me again next Monday at 7 Central here on the Praying Stamper. Remember, we still have the awesome deal with the Designer Series paper. Special ones that are buy 3, get 1 free. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thank you, Barb. Thank you, Shelley. Thank you, Jeannie and Debbie. And Thank you, Shelley. But anyway, still till the end of the month, and then we got a special if you want to try the Paper Pumpkin and you have never subscribed to it before. We got a special that you can get the August Paper Pumpkin for half price. Just go to my online store at Sharon Swafford at SharonSwafford.stampinup.com and shop with me. You can sign up for Paper Pumpkin there. You can order the Designer Series papers. You can order all this stuff there that I used tonight. Also, if you want to become a demonstrator, this is an awesome time to do that, because with your $125 worth of stuff that you get to choose for your starter kit, you also get to choose, which is not part of your $125. This is an extra. You get one family of your choice of the ink pads that you can get that will go into your starter kit. That's a $62.50 value that you're going to get free also. And for, just a little sign-up fee of $99. And that $99 is what you use. You get all of this stuff for your starter kit. It's awesome. So if you are thinking about it or interested in becoming a demonstrator, you don't have to do it as a business. You can just do it as a hobby. Just for whenever you join up, you get it automatically. Your orders start getting a 20% discount. And so if you're interested in that, just let me know and I will be glad to sign you up. I'd love to have you on my Praying Stampers team. And thank y'all for coming. I enjoyed making these cards for y'all. I'm glad y'all like them. I want y'all to have a good evening. Have an awesome week. And get in your crafty room. Make something wonderful. Make it for you. Make it for a friend. This is your time. Enjoy it. This is what I do. I work today and come home and I do this with y'all, and it's relaxing. And let me take that back about next week. I just remembered next week is Vacation Bible School at church, so I won't be home next Monday evening. I'll be at Vacation Bible School, but I will be back the following Monday after that. Okay? So, I will see y'all Monday week. And if y'all have Vacation Bible School at your church, go and enjoy it. We have an awesome time at ours. We have a great time. And we'll have an awesome adult class too. But I love you guys. I thank y'all for coming. I appreciate the comments. I appreciate the love. Thank you, Lynn Mott. God bless you all. And y'all have an awesome evening. Bye.